Hey.
Harry Potter and the Nerd Fighters. Oh, Harry Potter, you know that I want a bouquet.
Recently I saw a video by Fizzy Lyman, link in the doobly-doo, and he was talking about how people my age, or people between 20 and 22, have a different kind of relationship with Harry Potter, in the sense that we've grown up with him and we sort of like walked along that path with him because we were like the same age as him most of the time. You guys are newer to the fandom, and some of you guys have been in the fandom as long as I have, and I was wondering how you guys felt about it, because I feel like people my age and slightly younger, between 20 and 22, have a different kind of relationship with Harry Potter because we grew up with him. You know, we had the same, like, we went through the same stuff around the same time. We felt like we were going along the same path with him, as opposed to, you know, coming in after all the books were done, you know, and just knowing that he was gonna live throughout the end, or, you know, finding out from somebody or hearing about all the craziness that happened and being like, oh, that sounds interesting, maybe I should get into that. Because when I first started reading Harry Potter, there weren't that many fan sites dedicated to it. And, you know, there were no podcasts, there were no fandoms inside of fandoms, because now, like, I am a fan of Harry Potter. Like, me being a fan of Pottercast, the Pottercasters are fans of Harry Potter. So this little hierarchy has formed, and none of that existed before. You know, like because when the newer people come into it, it's like there's all of this other stuff that comes with it. There's a Wizard Rock, there's the fan fiction, there's like the podcasts, there's all of this stuff. And when I first got into Harry Potter, there were like a handful of fan sites, and that was about it. There wasn't any of this, like, there was no Pottercast, there was no Mugglecast, there wasn't any of that stuff. It was really just, you know, a couple of sites. Like, there was the Leaky Cauldron, and it was just like this humble little blog, and MuggleNet was basically the same thing, and, you know, Veritaserum and Wizard News and all that stuff. Some of the sites were still sharing, they were sharing with like a couple of different fandoms. There would be like Lord of the Rings news, and there'd be Harry Potter news on the same site. So my question is, do you guys, the younger ones, the younger people in the fandom, like I don't want to call you noobs because you're not really noobs, but the noobs, how do you guys feel about that? Is it, you know, how does that change the experience, knowing that all of this other stuff comes along with it, that you don't just get the books? Oh, and Helen, you asked some questions, and here are my answers. Do you have any pets? Yeah, actually, we've got 2 cats, but neither of them are actually mine. One of them is my sister's and the other is my brother's, but they left them both here when they moved out because they suck at life. What's your favorite fruit? To be honest, I love watermelon. I mean, watermelon is amazing, it's delicious. What do your friends and family think about, you know, Potter in your pants? Friends that I've told about it think it's awesome because, you know, YouTube, it's a big thing now, and my family that I've told about it, they just, you know, it perpetuates the thought that I'm strange and that I'm weird. So, win-win, I think. Oh, plus they don't really get the in your pants thing. What are you gonna do? They're not the brightest bulbs. What's your favorite book outside of the Harry Potter series? Catcher in the Rye is my favorite classic. Perks of Being a Wallflower is like my favorite. Cloud with a Chance of Meatballs is my favorite children's book. And yes, you guys need to make videos. Come on, ladies, make with the videos. Otherwise, we're gonna have to start doing proper punishments. Disapparate. And when I say make videos or there's gonna be some punishments, I mean, please make videos. I miss your face.